So something I think people that might be watching this, they might be wondering, okay, like for you, so you taught in China and in Thailand. What was like when it comes to the kids and the school systems and things like that, like what were the main differences that you experienced?
Yeah, I mean, I think both of my experiences in China and Thailand were quite relaxed. In China, I was in state schools. There wasn't a significant amount of pressure on me. I was in one school 3 days a week, and then another school one day, and another school one day in Shanghai, which was great because I got to travel around the city and see different areas. But yeah, none of them were really putting pressure on me. I was with the young kids, so it was fun. It was, yeah, not no pressure. Thailand again, not much pressure, but I was with older kids. And just the attitude of the students is completely different because in China, you'd have students that were maybe a bit scared and a bit tentative and a bit nervous. But they were all very disciplined and would listen. And it was more about having the energy to bring the enthusiasm out. Whereas the Thai kids, full of enthusiasm, just for the wrong things some of the time. A lot of them were really, really good and worked really hard. But I was initially with 18-year-olds, 17, 18-year-olds, and a lot of them were lovely kids, but a lot of them didn't have an interest in learning English. They're interested in their boyfriend or their girlfriend or whatever, by that age. Moved on to the younger kids, and I found them easier. They were kind of 11, 12. Um, the question was, yeah, what's
Yeah, so the difference is, I guess, so motivation level sounds like. So do you think? I
okay.
guess it's hard for you to speak maybe from direct personal experience, but do you think that that was due to the age difference, or do you think that in a teenager in China would have behaved in the same way as a teenager in Thailand?
Yeah, I think I've taught teenagers in China online
Yeah,
subsequently.
exactly. Online, yeah.
And I think with some of them, I think there's like a sweet spot where I couldn't tell you where it changes, but like when they're kind of 11, 12 Chinese students I've had, they still got energy and excitement, enthusiasm. But I think it gets to a point where the pressure just mounts up so much. And, they're kind of doing homework in class for another class just to keep up. Like people know about this in the UK, wherever, but they don't really know. Like these kids work so unbelievably hard. I don't think it's right personally, and maybe I think you probably agree. Like it's too much. They don't really get any time to be kids. Yes, they do. That's not fair. They do, but by the time they're teenagers, they don't get time to, be teenagers. They're just working, working. It's like they probably work the same hours as us, more probably. Probably, I'm guessing. you know.
Yeah, exactly. So you think based on your experiences in Thailand, like you described this point in China, and I do agree with you exactly that like the pressure and the Gaokao and the looming exams, it just becomes a big thing in their lives. So do you feel that in Thailand that is less the case then for kids or young people?
I feel like there's just a much more laid back feeling in Thailand generally,
Yeah.
in the whole everything. But in school, yeah, I think high achievers in Thai schools, and I've not taught at private schools in Thailand, but I have had friends that have, and they've been teaching kids that are really clever in private schools where their parents are paying a lot of money. And he says they still have fun. They work hard, but they have fun as well. So I think I'm sure there are instances in Thailand where kids are really pressured to work. But I think generally, if I was studying, I think I'd rather be a student in Thailand.
Yeah.